station, everybody, because we've got the great Herminio. Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
What up, everyone? What up? Happy Sunday to you all. How are you guys doing? Another awesome Sunday for everyone. Sunday evening. Hope everybody, evening, morning, good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at in the world and wherever you're watching. How are you doing? I'm very excited for today's show. We get back an awesome show from the Disney Plus. Today we talk about LOKI. The series, the TV series from Disney Plus, and I can't wait to talk about the first episode with my buddy. Might as well bring him in right now, Mr. TM Nerdy Station, my man.
Station, everyone. Good morning, good night, and if I don't see you, I don't know. There's a Truman quote. I did, and I screwed it up, but oh well. Station, everyone, welcome to Big Herm Collectibles channel. We're gonna sit and talk about LOKI on the low key.
On the low key. Yeah, man. I'm very excited. The show was very awesome. Great first episode. You know, I can't wait to talk about it. We're gonna talk about everything, dissect it a little bit, and
we're gonna just tear it apart, man.
Tear it out. You know what I'm saying? And see if people liked it or not. Let's check out who's in the chat up in here. Real quick, you got Maria Station. She was here up earlier. Tailgating. Some guy named TM Nerdy. Station.
TM Nerdy, you're sexy.
This Ben guy wanted to stand up again and show our shirts. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can stand today. I stand. I'll show you a little bit. It's Miles Morales. I had this shirt before. I wore it before. You know what I mean? Nice little Gameverse shirt. I got my Puerto Rican hat, Boricua. Today is should have been the Puerto Rican parade, but because of the pandemic, they canceled it till next year. So happy Puerto Rican Day parade, everyone, even though there was no parade. And I still celebrate it, my mom's home, probably celebrating it too. Usually I'm with her, but today is also my mother-in-law's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Herm's in-law. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I'm sure she appreciates it if she was watching. Eric, the stats, Station, my man, Station, and Andres, Station, bro, Station. So we're very excited here. Before we get to this, of course, we got some things going on. I don't know if you have a lot of things going on in your channel, but I might, you know what I mean? Because tomorrow...
I never have anything going on my channel.
Never have anything. Mr. Everywhere, man. Sure. But tomorrow, since today, we're doing the LOKI show. We decided to push back the compendium, the Spawn compendium right here, the reviews for this. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Monday, June 14th, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, issues 38 to 41, the next 4 issues. We're gonna do that tomorrow because we felt like we enjoyed it so much. We don't want it to get put in the back seat to the LOKI show. We probably talk about this show throughout the stream, and I'm happy to extend that show, a special Let's Talk About It edition tomorrow with my man TM. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow, and then yeah, man, we have that going on. Of course, this Wednesday, me and Sam, we're back. We're back. Back and better than ever on our regular time slot. You know what I'm saying? June 16th, 6 p.m. Eastern. YouTube team up featuring Big Herm and Sam, son of Odin.
Son of Odin.
Son of Odin. Yeah, we're talking about all things Thor. We're going to talk about a little bit the beginning run and all that with Kirby and Stanley, how it started and all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It should be a lot of fun. I always have fun with Sam and all that. And of course, it is a part of the big Whiplash Wednesdays, chatting with the community.
Listen, don't put yourself in front of everybody else. You're like the big. It's not the Big Herminio show. It's the Whiplash Wednesday.
I
right,
said
buddy.
the big Whiplash Wednesday, bro. It's not big. You don't think it's big? It's Whiplash Wednesday, baby.
Huge,
it's
man.
Huge.
It's freaking huge.
So yeah, so of course we have 5 wonderful shows. This little list confuses me. Usually it starts with Phable, the Blame Phable show on the Insta. You know what I'm saying? And him and our guy right here, this guy right there, this guy right next to me, wherever he's at, they're gonna do a nice Instagram show in the morning and all that. And actually, not even in the morning. Usually afternoon, like 1:30 p.m. or something like that. Here
it all depends on my work schedule. It could be in the mornings, just before I go to work. We might jump on and do it, or it might happen later on. But it'll always be it'll eventually happen. It could happen like later that night. You never know. Like, just be alert on Phable's channel. Like, guys, just go sub him up. Go follow him on Instagram is the best way. Hit that ding 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 bell on Instagram. Hi, Maria. And yeah, just follow him and you'll get notifications when he goes live. That's the best way to do it. So it's all up in the air. It's when I'm free and he's free, we'll jump on and we'll do it.
All right. That sounds good. Let me take a sip of this. That sounds good, man. They have always shown some great stuff and some great issues. I went on there on the first show, did a little cameo and all that. The last show I couldn't join them because I was just waking up and going to get my books at the time. But you guys held it down great, man. That's a great show. And of course we have Nick, Comic Culture. He has his haul. He always puts up in there. And of course you have chatting with the community. You're chatting with a certain somebody we know. Somebody
Sam of Odin.
Chatting with the community this week, episode number 8. Mr. Sam from Sam's Tangled Web. You and him, I'm sure, had a ball. My 2 co-hosts talking. I'm a little nervous to see what they say about me. I'm a little nervous about that. I want to see what the hell you guys said about me behind my back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be watching with everybody really closely. You know what I'm saying? And if I swear, nah. So
you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. I'll just tell you that much. You might want to miss that one.
Anyway, and then the night ends with our homeboy, Manny Island Boy, Chamorro Cinema with Island Boy Manny Well, and I'm glad I have something this week for that show. You have a lot of people up in here, talking collections, toys, cards, collectibles, and you got Phable up in there. You know what I mean? Croyo, some
Cryo.
PvP guys. Cryo. Sorry, I always say his name
Yeah,
wrong.
we got like Dave's Dungeon. We got Mike06 coming. We have Jelani, Phable, Missing Link, Robbie.
Lord.
We have Steve from the Nerd Herd, and like we also have myself, I guess. And then I'm trying to figure out who
Dave's
that
Dungeon.
pop person is. I've never seen that person before. Top of the Pops, maybe?
Yeah, we'll find out on Wednesday, right? Right. So it's a loaded show. That's always a fun show to close a Wednesday. New comic book day, you know, best day of the week and all that. I freaking can't wait. I always love the Wednesdays. Wednesdays are always spectacular. And then before we end it, of course, I got my pool. New comic book day haul goes back to Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. You know, I show what I got. I always enjoy doing that, talking with the community and all that. And Mr. TM, you want to say anything that's coming up for you?
Oh, well, you said Sam's Tangled Web. I'm going to be sitting down with him. I'm also going to be doing an AOK. I'm pretty sure it's happening Tuesday, just not sure what time, but I'm going to be doing an AOK unboxing with Nick from Comic Culture. He sent me a box, and it should be here Monday. So I do work, and then I have the Big Herm Collectibles show doing the Spawn Compendium, so I don't want to tie up that. So me and Nick talked, and we'll do it on Tuesday. So I'm not sure if you have the thumbnail for that, but if you want to throw that up, because Maria did an awesome job on that one as well.
Wait. Which one?
The Nick Comic Culture AOK unboxing.
Oh, I don't have that on here.
Oh, that's all right.
Darn.
But it'll soon be up, and not sure what time yet. But we'll figure it out by tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, for whatever reason.
And then I was on Spine Ticks. I don't know if anybody watching knows who Spine Ticks are, but if you're not sure of them, they're a great group of guys. I was on his channel. I went 3.5 hours. They went 6.5. So, but that was a lot of fun. I was joined by creators and friends of us. Marvin Wynn, creator of The Edge, was on with us, and Carla Nappi, creator and writer of Duplicate from Second Sight Publishing.
All right. I guess that's good. I guess let's go back to the chats real quick. See who joined us ever since we flapping our gums here. Ricky Spanish Station, my man. Station. Thanks for joining us. Nick Comic Culture Station. We're just talking about you. Oh man, who else is up in here? Sheena, what's up, Station? Station fam, I'm still at work, but wanted to say hi. I'll be back soon. All right, Station.
I better be seeing you on the stream, Sheena.
Missing Link, Station, my man. Station. Thanks for joining us too. Always appreciate you. Who else is up in here? I don't want to miss anybody. Chamorro Cinema, Stations. Puts up a great show up in there. Who else is up in here? I guess we got everybody for now, I guess. 13, 14 minutes in of us. I guess it's time to talk about a certain show we all
James just popped into
waiting.
Station James.
Station, my man. So so before more people pop in, do you want to talk about a certain thing while we're here? You know what I mean? We're here for a certain show that we've been waiting for like 7-8 weeks for. You know what I mean? Like everybody's so
I know, man.
excited for
Like
it.
it's such an underrated show. So let's get into talking about Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, so this show, before we get to it, the first episode, it was so anticipated that WandaVision, then Falcon Winter Soldier, 759,000 for them, and then Loki, a whopping 890,000 viewers. First day watching it, like
it was highly anticipated. Everybody loves Loki, and his development throughout the MCU. But it's a new Loki that we're getting right after the first Avengers movie is right where it takes off. We get Chris Evans was in this technically.
Yeah, but it was the movie was already. It looked like the movie was already setting up for the show, and that's what it was looking like. People thought it was setting up for another movie. It actually set up at the time for the show, because they show everything that happened, and then towards towards the middle end of the movie or the beginning. I don't remember where it was at, but boom, you see it in the beginning here, and then you see them going back to the first Avengers movie in 2012, and that's where the whole thing starts. You see New York City getting attacked and all that. You see the Hulk having to take the elevator and doesn't want to take the elevator.
That all took place in Endgame when they tried to go back and do that thing, and that's why Loki in the series is just like, oh, I'm not to blame with screwing with time. He clued in right away that it was the Avengers who came back in time to take the Tesseract, and that probably because I became king.
Who's gonna get me? Oh, that was you. Man, you see, be careful what you say, man. They already got to get you. but yeah, it was of course you see everything that happened, the same thing in the movie, and suppose he takes the Tesseract, it lands right there, and he just grabs it, and boom, he teleports out of there, and he's like, you think he would land somewhere safe, but no, he crashed into a desert, right into a desert, and supposedly all of a sudden he's talking to these people and all that. They don't even know his language. They're looking at, he's like, I'm a god, I'm this, I'm that.
Yeah, and it's like, who are you? Why are you here? And then the time variance police or people come and they're just around there. He's like, oh, leave that alone and stuff. The funniest part I'd have to say was whenever she hits him with that stick and it's just slow motion.
Yeah.
And that was the best. It was
and it's she puts the collar over him, and she's pretty much telling him, oh, you're gonna feel this pain in slow motion the whole way. Time stop for him slowly, but he's feeling all the pain. It was whoa, what revenge did she take on him? You know what I mean? But they take that a little bit. I think she was an actress, forgot her name, but I forgot show too. But she did that same thing in another show, and I should have remembered the name. Every time the show starts, I start forgetting names. But she ends up doing it in this show too, where she messes with time and stuff, and not her, but these people. And of course, these people we're talking about is the TVA. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't know who the TVA was. I didn't. Did you know who the TVA was?
No.
Nah, Time Variant Authority. That's what it's called. I mean, I didn't want to say the variant part first, but I'll say it now. But supposedly they go in there and they grab him away, and then yeah, just like that, they grab him, tie him up, boom, and they go into this area that's their version of the DMV. You know what I'm saying?
And you better make sure to take a ticket, man.
You have to take a ticket. The DMV, man, they just won't get you. But here, you could die if you don't take a ticket.
Yeah, you get vaporized, man. Take it from that one guy. He doesn't even have a name. That's how insignificant he was.
Yeah, Loki, of course, like we say, he hasn't. This was the beginning as Avenger from the first movie, so he doesn't know a lot what happened in the future. So this is still the complete jerk Loki. You know what I mean? And he's this hotshot, and he's like, "What is this place? What is this? Why do I have to take a ticket? Why this? Why that?" You know what I mean? Everybody knows cocky Loki. You know what I mean? And Tom Hiddleston, he plays it so well. I love this dude. I understand why people love him so much, because he's just a great actor. And then and he's Loki. I couldn't see nobody. Probably we don't see anybody else as Loki now. I think.
I love that cartoon too. That played when he was waiting in the DMV. He's asking questions. He's like, "You may be asking, where am I? What is happening?" And then it comes on the cartoon, and this is the TVA, and then it goes through the whole system and stuff. I love that. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably one of my favorite parts of that, the breakdown of what the TVA is.
Yeah, they talk about the whole time, before the time, or different time, were clashing against each other, and existence was gonna be wiped out, but these timekeepers saved it all, and now they have this whole agency and all that to time cops. Pretty much that's what they are, time cops. And and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I did hear that this is not new for the show. Like it happened in the comics, this group, but I didn't know about it. So you said you didn't. So yeah, but I love
Yeah,
this
but then
whole.
it jumps. Then it jumps from that scene and it goes to the Owen Wilson scene in the church.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It gets a little serious. You know, it goes back to like 1549 and all that, and then France and supposedly this evil dude, I don't know where, and has taken out some of their agents. You know what I'm saying? They're time variant authority agents, and you know, took him out. And it's hard to do. You see how they took out Loki just like that, and he's pretty powerful. You know what I mean? But these guys, whoever this guy was pretty good and knew what he was doing. At least, you know, at the time I was thinking. And then you see them all murdered, and you see what's his name, the actor, Owen,
Owen Wilson, he's playing
Owen Wilson
Mobius.
is playing Mobius, and yeah, I think he was fantastic in this show. You know what I mean? I think he did so great. He's an awesome actor, man. And so like he's taking and he's the detective of the whole thing. And then there's a little kid there, and he's asking him where he's at, and in like his kind of language, and then who did this, and he points at a church window, and the church window shows a devil with horns. So quickly, most people thought
It's
that was
Mephisto.
exactly. That's gotta be Mephisto, right? That's what me and my wife did. We looked at each other.
No, guys, see what you guys are not cluing in. It's a devil, so it's just a guy with a tail. I think it's a devil tail, and then the blue candy. Guys, it's Nightcrawler.
That was
It's Nightcrawler. He's shifting through and he's doing this time thing, and he's in. He crossed over from the X-Men universe. He's in. Guys, I'm telling you, it's Nightcrawler.
Oh, you heard it here. You heard it here. Specking over here. But of course that he tells him what he tells him that, and then like he has gum in his mouth, and he shows him a stick of gum, and it says kablooey on it. And I was just like, what? You know what I mean? Because at that time you never heard of gum, you know. And then of course like he gets the gum away, and then they leave the scene, and they say, oh, let's reset the time. You know what I mean? You've heard that a lot in the show. So they clean everything up and able to reset the time. And I'm like, what? Were you surprised when you kept hearing stuff like that?
No, I figured they'd have something that they could reset time to make it into normal. Like if they're the time variance authority, they have to be able to clean up what has happened to like clean up the timeline. So it didn't surprise me at all. But like now that is actually the thing that most excited me is that we actually do have the time gods. They made their appearance in this. Like they haven't been in this. That's what got me. And like every time like Loki was inside like talking with this next scene, he was talking with the judge there, and like the talker for these time gods, those three faces in the back, like I was looking at those, like those piqued my interest.
Yeah, a lot of that going on. Yeah, so I guess we going into the next scene, and Loki is on trial. You know what I mean? He's on trial in this place, and he still doesn't believe everything. He's like, what is this? You know what I mean? And then the judge is like, do you plead guilty? And then he's like, guilty of being God of mischief, guilty of this, but I'm not guilty of messing up the time. It was the Avengers. And it was
Yeah,
just
because
like,
they came back and took the Tesseract. Like that's where he's coming off of. He's like, that's the only reason I got the Tesseract is because they came back and messed with time.
yeah, but then the judge's like, no, that's supposed to happen. All that's supposed to happen. You taking the Tesseract was not supposed to happen. And a lot of people probably wondering why him, and not them. But I think it had a lot to do with Captain America promising to put everything back after he did what he did. You know, I guess we'll find out more of that in the future. But it's pretty much what they told him, and he pretty much tried to take himself out of it. Then he tried to like psych him out and try to use his power, and then the other agent was making fun of him, like, and she's like, "What's he doing?" And she's like laughing. It's like, yeah, he's trying to use his power here. So we find out people with powers, it don't work in this place somehow. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's some magic going on in it or something like that. But your powers ain't working there, my man. Because I thought that little, that little collar he's wearing was supposed to be to block the power, and it's not. That's only so if he escapes, they press the button and he comes back. He vanishes back. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he doesn't
yeah,
have the magic in this place at all.
at
Like he
all,
can't
at all.
use it at all. It doesn't work because I think they're on the outside of time. I like this place must take place in the outside of time because like if it took place in time, then they'd be screwing with the timeline. So it has to take place outside of time. So that's probably why magic doesn't work there.
There you go. And then of course, uh, Morbius, which is Owen Wilson's character,
Mobius.
Mobius. That's what I said.
I thought you said
Mobius.
Morbius.
No, Mobius.
Okay.
Not Morbius the vampire, but Mobius. Whatever. Anyway, he comes in and then kind of saves Loki. The judge is like telling him, "Yo, you can't save this guy. Come on," and because in reality they were gonna make him guilty and make him vanish because they have those little glowing batting things that they touch the guy and they go and they vanish back to existence
Or
wherever they're
like
supposed to go.
they must be able to change the settings because it's the same stick that they hit Loki with at the beginning and it slowed things down. So they must be able to change the setting on that stick. Either that or they have different sticks for different things. But that'd be kind of
I think it's different because I think the other lady, I wrote her name down here, Hunter B15. Her stick glows differently, so I think she has the power to completely vanish them. You know what I mean? At least that's what I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she didn't. She wasn't the one that completely vanished that
Yeah,
guy
I know,
without
but
the
I think
ticket.
she has the power because hers was a different color than the other ones. If you go back, you see it's a different color. You know what I
Maybe.
mean? But maybe. But yeah. So Mobius takes Loki into the office, and Loki's still blabbering, talking crap like he always does.
Talkie,
You know,
talkie, talk.
makes talkie. That's what he tells him. Mobius, talkie. That's what you like to do. And then
It's
he
just like
takes mad.
I don't want to. I like if you want to die, you can go back with them. I just want to talk. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
you
like
just
to
want to
talk.
talk.
It's just like, but you do like to lie because
Ugh.
you do like to talk. Talkie, talkie, talk. How long have you been here? Well, time moves differently here at the
Differently.
TVA.
Yeah, and before I get to the office, of course, Loki looks around and there's this whole world there, and it looks like a city there, like people living there. You know what I mean? What's going on? This is supposed to be a different time thing, and it's a whole world there. I think it looked beautiful, and whoever created that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know if they grabbed it from the comic books, but that was pretty cool. That whole scenery, and then of course, Mobius is trying to find out, how he's what do you call that? Why he does what he does. Like he's trying to get it out of him. Why? Because there's a reason he pulled him out from death, from extinction. He wanted to talk to him about what's just make sure his emotions and all that was, where, like, what, why does he do what he does? You know what I mean? That's pretty much what
Yeah,
he's
like
trying
why
to
do you
do.
do? Like you have so much potential that you could be using it. Like what do you want to do? Like he wants to rule. That's so much wasted potential just to rule. And then he shows him like clips of like, is this ruling you enjoyed ripping that guy's eye out? And like just shows him and stuff. And then it goes to like the point where he shows him his mother's death.
Yeah, it's a whole time thing, and they have it like in this little projector, and it projects his. This is like, oh, this is how your like clips of your life kind of thing, and yeah, and it shows all the way up to the point where I think because in the movie, you know, his mom's death is where I think he starts changing a little bit. You know what I mean? He's
And
still
that was
he's
in the second Thor movie that happened
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. Pretty important movie considering people didn't like that one. But that's where like he starts changing a little bit. He's not this complete jerk like he was in Avengers, and he starts his emotion, his human side of him, his humanity starts coming in a little bit when he
So that
sees
was a
that happen.
key moment for him to see that. Because now we're gonna probably get the Loki that we've seen.
Maybe because we'll talk about it later. But he sees, and then also told him, see, this is what you do. You be bad, you do this and all that. Because the reason why she died is because he lured them to her where he thought it was Thor
Yeah.
to kill Thor. No, they killed the moms. So that was pretty deep, and like that's where he gets mad and all that, start throwing things, and he's like, well, you killed your mother, the Mobius, and he gets mad. When you mention mothers, that's when people get mad. You know what I mean? So yeah, I thought, whew. And I also like the story of the Devin Cooper story. It's actually a real story where he
DB Cooper.
DB
Yeah.
Cooper. There you go.
Yeah, and it was all like a what was it, a bet that Thor put on Loki. So like Heimdall was supposed to come and like scoop him up while he was jumping out of the plane. I thought that was hilarious. Like Thor and Loki up to no good. Like that's cool.
Yeah, so he was on that plane and the stewardess and all that, and the stewardess liked him and all that, and the whole bomb threat, and he got the money and everything, and that was so funny. And you see, like Thor wasn't always innocent. You know what I mean? He was kind of a dick to his brother too. You know what I mean? Like, like you see a little bit of that. They show you a little bit. Like you can see that there. That yeah, he's a complete jerk too. Not only does he not feel a part of them with the whole history and all that, being him being more adopted to the family, he was always doing when they were younger throughout their youth. You know what I mean? Playing pranks on them and stuff. And he probably did it too, but there you go. So we have that, and of course we have more scenes where back at the office, uh Loki starts really like thinking and all that, and he steals Morbius's key because the officer comes in, B18, whatever her name, 15, whatever her name was, and he we need to talk. You know what I mean? And she brings him back, and that's where he takes the little key so he can escape and all that. And
he just starts like teleporting with it throughout the building too. Then runs into that weird guy at the start, and he's just like, "Take me to, I'll slap you, fish to death." He's like, "What's a fish?" He's like, "So you don't know what a fish is?"
Something really dangerous. It was this. It had some funny scenes like that. I love how they did it, and he takes him to a kind of a treasury office of that place. You know what I mean? And in this office, he's trying to get the tesseract for him, and he's like, "Let me get that." And then when he's looking in the drawer, he sees infinity gems. Well, in MCU they call it stones, all over the place. He's like, "This is infinity stones. What?" And then he
Yeah,
starts
like
looking.
multiple.
A lot
And
of
then
them.
he's just like, "Oh, people just use those for paperweights around here." Like that's like a big key. Like magic does not work here. Like I swear that Dennis has to be outside the timeline.
Has to be somewhere like that. And he was like it's like a whole thing opened in his mind. He started believing everything that he heard before. Now here's when he believed. He's like, I forgot exactly what he said, but he's looking around like,
Oh, he just looked at that. He's like, "Is this the most powerful thing in the universe?"
yeah, that's what he said. He was looking around. He's like, what? I thought that was pretty amazing because I did hear of that. I did hear like what I did hear. I didn't hear about this place, but I did hear if you take an Infinity Stone and go to another dimension or whatever multiverse, it does not work in another multiverse. It only works in the universe you're at. That I heard about, but
So
this
like
whole
they're in a different universe right now. They have to be. Like
yeah,
guys, this is the opening up for like I'm pretty sure this is like where we'll get any inclination of like X-Men coming over or the Fantastic Four coming over now. This is where it's all gonna happen.
yeah, it's kind of like they could do
Nightcrawler.
anything with this. They could do anything with this. You know, the timeline erased the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Now they're back. They could do anything. So I'm pretty excited to see what they do with the. There's gonna be a lot of guesses and a lot of specking after this show. I know it. A lot of comics to buy and all that. Don't buy this one, buy that one. But you know, this is the opening right here, and we pretty much knew this was gonna happen with this show. Like this was gonna be that kind of a show, you know. Um, and then after all that happened with the treasury, he escapes them. He ends up back in the office. You know what I mean? And then he watches his mom die again, and then he watches his dad Odin die, and then he's watching these awesome moments with Thor and Thor like dumb like patching things up and like he's getting in touch with this and he's getting a little teary because he's starting to realize what he is and where he is because he's called a variant. We said this earlier, but that's what he is. People who escape the timeline that wasn't supposed to, they're called variants. And he's starting to realize what he is and he doesn't belong here. And then he sees his own death. And he sees Thanos carrying him, killing him and stuff. And then
And like you don't see all of a sudden all you hear is snap. And you see Loki's face and it's just like he's a great actor. Like he portrays this role like and it's been what? Like he's been playing this role since 2012. And like
he's got
this is his role now. It's just like whenever Hugh Jackman was playing Wolverine, like nobody else can come in and take Tom Hiddleston's part as Loki at this point in time. Like there's nobody better.
He's amazing. And then of course he starts laughing, kind of like cry, kind of laughing. And then this agent comes back, Hunter B-15. That's why I wrote it down so I can remember, right? Just write it down. But this agent comes in, the B-15 agent, and she's like, "What are you laughing at?" And then like she goes after him, and then he outsmarts her and everything, and puts the collar around her. And then he starts messing with her. He starts pressing the thing.
Oh man, that just cracked me up. Like he just went full tilt and he just kept going. It was just like
it's her coming back, running after him, and then poop, and then her coming back, running and kept doing it and doing it. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
Got a mischief, right?
Yeah, and like he ends up getting away in that, and like it's just all sorts of fun. But like by the end of it, like he ends up like working with Mobius. He ends up going through there, figuring out Mobius and him have like this chat.
Well, they have that after all that and that gets situated and all that because she gets sent somewhere else and all that, and they finally ready to catch him. Loki is sitting down and he's realizing everything. Mobius comes in and he finally tells him, why he does what he does. He just, he wants the power. He wants all this. You know what I mean? Like, he always felt neglected kind of way. And now, he realizing, because he tells him, I'm not supposed to be here, right? I know this now, And then he tells him why he does what he does, and that he doesn't like killing people. You know what I mean? He does it. It's more like an illusion kind of thing, because God of mischief. And yeah, so I thought that whole thing was all touching and all that. And yeah. And this is where at the end where he now Morbius tells him why he got this answer out of him. He wants him to help him hunt this devil guy out of, that's been killing all these agents. And then at the end he goes, "Oh, it's you." You know what I mean? So this guy is an evil version of Loki.
So it begs the question.
An evil variant.
I wonder if like an evil version of Loki, like a different version of Loki, is the MCU's Mephisto.
Oh, there goes that name again.
Because
you see at the end when they go back to Oklahoma, 1858, and some more of those TVA agents are there, and they see him sitting down somewhere, and then he burns them all. He set them up, and he burns them all, and then he grabs the device.
Well, one of them's trying to grab it, and then you just see him pulled like in some kind of horror movie type deal. Like,
yeah. And then like he took care of him, then boom, that's where it ends. Now we gotta wait till next week. You know what I mean? Or Wednesday, coming in a couple of days, but
Yeah, it's just like it's not that far away, man.
Before it felt far because it was Friday, but now it's a couple of days away. But for me it's a little, because usually I don't get to watch it on Wednesday. I got too much going on. Probably watching on Thursday, but yeah, I can't wait to see this next episode. So I really love and enjoy this episode. Anything else you want to throw in there before?
Well, I'm part of the newsletter, and so I get to review the movie, and like I'm in with Disney and stuff. Like, you have to sign up for this newsletter, and they give you an extra episode to watch to review it. And I was able to get the extra episode, so I've watched episode 2, and it's freaking-tastic. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I didn't believe you at all.
I know you didn't.
He thinks he's Loki now. He thinks he's God of mischief now, God of Canadian mischief or something. You know what I mean? So let me go to the chats real quick. Oh yeah, ratings. We always rate our shows. So giving it a rating. What rating do you give it, Mr. TM Nerdy?
I would have to give it a 4.69, dudes.
We're doing that, Dylan. Yeah, I give it a 4.5. I want to give it a 5, but I give it a 5. I give it a 5.0. Why not? 5.0. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot in this episode. A lot they told you. I don't know what else you could do to improve an episode like this, of like 42 minutes of show.
Oh,
it
man,
was wonderful.
You can't.
And
like, we got quite a bit in this episode, and it's like it's the first episode, and they covered a lot. They covered a lot, like what's going on with Loki, what happened to Loki, like the questions that we were asking, like at the middle of Endgame. Like it was like literally in the middle of Endgame that Loki disappeared. Or no, it was near the end. It was near the end because it was the middle. I think they ended up losing it.
In the middle.
Yeah, they ended up losing it, and then they had to go back. All like Tony and Cap had to go all the way back.
Yeah, dude.
And it was in the middle. So like could you imagine, like that was our question in the middle of Endgame while that was happening, and it still to this day was until this episode came out. So now we got the full answers. What happens? Who the TVA are? That like the biggest question, like the biggest random thing that happened in the show that we weren't asking. The Infinity Stones, like they're useless in different realities. We're in a different universe. The time variance authority is in a different dimension. It does not flow in the right timeline. So that was kind of cool. I did not know that, and seeing all of those infinity gems, infinity stones in that drawer was just like mind blowing for me. And knowing that Loki is a time variant and he's not even really supposed to exist. He was supposed to get reset, which means like getting reset into the timeline. Yeah. So kind of like dying.
But this evil Loki kind of messed that up too. So he's not the only one.
And you're kind of wondering what timeline, because now we know that there's multiple different
people rate it in the chats. Rate it in the chats. What you guys think of it? Yeah. I'm sorry, we forgot to talk about. Tell people who can rate it in the chat before we rated it.
Even though they did it for timelines us. Now, right? Different timelines means different dimensions, different worlds. Then yeah, we are going to be getting the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. Who knows? Maybe Sony.
Maybe. We have a couple of ratings up in here. Maria gave it 4.5 backlogs. Thank you. Nick gave it a 4 out of 5. Trust TMs. Missing link 4.69
dudes.
And tomorrow 5 backlogs all day long. He agrees with me. I can't wait. I hope you could come on later and tell us, give us your pointers and all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna go back in the chat for a minute. You have anything to add to this before I go back in the chat to see what they have to say? Because I have to go way back.
No, I think we covered a lot of Loki in a good amount of time. We went through it. We broke it down. A lot that happened in it. I do, just to clarify, I do not think Nightcrawler is in the show, but I do. I do think that I don't know, like Wanda. I feel like WandaVision is going to play a big key.
I think they all do.
In an episode,
think they all play a key. You think she's gonna have a part in the episode or something, or maybe
yeah, she's gonna be like targeted by the TVA, and that because this is going. I don't see how Falcon and the Winter Soldier could play a part in what's going to happen with the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. They may just be there, but I see like Loki's keys playing a part in this because that villain is going to be a part of it. Maybe that's Wanda. Who knows? And then WandaVision screwing with that at the end, trying to bring her kids back and screwing with magic, and she's going to be in Multiverse of Madness, so she's definitely going to be in a part. But I think the TVA is the part that's going to like coincide with what's going to happen here. And I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like we're going to have different parts of we're going to have the magical parts, and then we're going to have like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier parts. We're going to have the down-to-earth shows and movies coming out. That's what that's set up. And then everything like the Multiverse of Madness and stuff, Loki's going to play a key in that. The villain Loki's going to play a key in that. And Wanda's definitely going to play a key in that because she's cast.
Yeah. That seems pretty... any guess is a good guess. You know what I mean? It probably would happen. I think Falcon Winter Soldier, I don't think plays too much of a role in this. They might play some of the role because it's a big part of MCU.
I think they're going to be setting up more ground level work, like maybe Young Avengers, stuff like that. They're going to be setting up the groundwork for that, and this is going to set up the groundwork for what's to come. Multiversal.
New words from TM. Buy his dictionary coming out next year. Yeah, but
this is going to be, trust me, I'm TM dictionary.
Dictionary, like either you know what I mean. Sorry. Tomorrow, I watch my mouth. But Missing Link said he didn't love Loki until this episode. Understandable. He was really good. Nick said I like it when he crashes down and he notices people looking at him. He jumps up, climbs up on the rock, and starts trying to rule them. Yeah, that's just Phable Station, my man. Station, my man's on vacation and all that. Still checking us
Tell
out.
Sith Lordly I'm doing okay.
Make sure you check on him. You know what I mean? Make sure. For real with the hearts. Always have your ticket to the TVA and also on Nazi blimps where Indiana Jones is working. Yeah, I get that. I get that. What else? I don't want to miss anybody. The Dino DNA part of the show was great. Do we know who these three overseers are? And I know some of these are while we're talking and they go on, but we were in such a row that I forgot to go back in the chat to check what you guys were saying. But could you imagine if Van Damme showed up at TVA agents? They'd be screwed, bro. Van Damme, don't mess with him, right?
Yeah, man. We just get the whole Street Fighter gang over there. The original movie.
They're freaking trolling us, man. They're trolling us. Kevin Feige is having a field day with all the specs. Yeah, man. I know they are. I know they're gonna put this because there are a lot of Easter eggs in these shows. Like if you look around and all that, any of these Easter egg shows, which I do watch, and I try to watch those a little bit later because now that we're doing the show, but there are a lot of Easter eggs in in all of this. They have those grenade hourglass things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that they essentially turned Loki into Daffy Duck. I told you there for it. Rogers, 21st century.
I can't wait to get to Fable's.
Yeah, I'm sure they will explain of what the time grenades actually do at some point. It's rumored what if might tie with the TVA. The what ifs. What do you think about that?
I think they're standalone. They're announced that they're standalone animations.
I thought that, but you never know. They had something in there, you know. Peggy Carter was supposed to be in Loki.
Was supposedly.
Did you hear that?
Was supposedly
in the background.
Loki,
Did you see her in there?
I did not see her. It could have been somebody dressed like her. It could have been just kind of like her there, unless she's working for them now. But that wouldn't make sense.
It looks like her.
She was at the end, and she died in what was it? Civil War. She died in Civil War.
I guess that's what we're talking about. The Fat Favor. Let's see. I'm a dip out because I have not seen Loki yet. Good night. Oh, okay. Station trade paper that. Nick. So they essentially took the Avengers Loki and sped him up to the point where Loki was in Endgame. I wonder if they did. If they did, so we would have more invested in him since he's not technically. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm still thinking it. I read the chat earlier. I was thinking of Fable's thing about.
All right, I'm not there yet. So I love Owen Wilson. He was dope. Language Herm. I'll try. I'm sorry, Kai, you watching? I'm sorry. What would Thanos think of the TVA? Does he even think about? I don't think he even knows about them. He knows about everything. You think Thanos knows about the TVA? Thanos?
No. What
if the last episode of Loki, the entire MCU is reset? So going forth, the explanation of the X-Men and Fantastic Four won't be so difficult. And they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something with that. Major. It's a major retcon kind of thing. They might.
Oh man, like the TVA, man, like you have directly linked to the TVA is Kang the Conqueror.
Is this what? Did you guys read the?
Yeah. That's I'm kind of looking that up now because I'm like, I want to read that story arc now. It would seem like it would be fun to read because like I like this. I like the idea of the TVA. So now I'm trying to look for it. But like the TVA was created by Walt Simonson and Sal Buscema. and like agents of them is
Station Robbie.
Station Robbie, Mobius and
Station.
Mobius, and that. So yeah, if you could, Phable, let me know what Fantastic Four run that was, because I want to read it now.
Yeah, apparently you messed up his whole mind. We trying to go through the chats, and that's all he could think about is what you said. So Phable, blame Phable again. There you go. Just kidding, Phable. Just kidding.
Well, he made a good point. Like he's just like, I seen that. He's just like, have you guys seen that TVA had a
there
story with
Walt Simonson run?
Okay, was it?
Yep. A resident philosopher just said it.
Cool.
Yeah, he's gonna be talking about it on his show tonight on the Rock and Robbie Live, and we'll get to see what he has to think about it. I don't know if we want to give a rating. We already gave it our ratings, Mr. Robbie, but we want to throw down the rating if you can, if you want to, or you want to save it for tonight. It's okay. Station. Yeah, man. So I can't wait, man. This episode, there was so much in there. I can't wait to see what Robbie has to say about it too, and all that. I try not to watch anybody talk about Loki until we do our show, because I don't want to be like Jen Mint did a thing on it too on his channel with the whole Loki thing, and I was like, I'm gonna watch that after this now, but today or tomorrow. But yeah, Robbie, thanks, Robbie. 4.5, you dig? 4.5. I guess for us it's backlogs and all that, but appreciate it. I guess the chats. If I missed anybody say anything, I guess we could talk more about it. Anybody who wants to join us, now's the time. If you want to try to come in and join us, we're gonna take a little break.
Are we gonna do show and tell first, or are we gonna take a break first?
It's up to you. We could take a break first. We could take a break. People stick around. Don't leave us. That will be 8 backlogs. I appreciate you, Bobby. So yeah, we'll be right back. Hope anybody who wants to jump in, that jump in right now. We talk Loki and all that. We'll be right back, guys. Whenever I decide to hit the button, like I always take forever. Station, everyone. Station, I'm back. Our guy ain't back, but I'm back. Our guy ain't back. I'll take him out for a. Well, I actually put him in there. Whoops. I'll take him out for a second. Make sure he gets back, and I do a little bit plugging. Chamorro, check your DMs. We sent in your DMs. You should find it there. The link is in there. If you want to join us real quick. Um, oh, thanks, Maria. The fantastic storyline is 352 to 354. All right, all right. I'm not up there, my Fantastic Four read, but eventually I want to get there. You know what I mean? Maybe one day. I was joking, I got it, but I'm not home yet. It's all good, bro. If you get home, don't rush home. Take your time. If you can, we always appreciate you. You know what I mean? It's still a little early. So Robbie don't start till 8. So, we good, because we are the bridge to the Rock and Robbie live show tonight. Always, all of us, we always love enjoying going to check Robbie out tonight. Everybody will be in the chats. He puts on a great show. It's his show. He has other shows where he talks with, the PCP crew, sometimes the PCP Army, Dylan. He has all these shows and all that. But that show is my favorite show because I'm a little selfish. It's us, and we get Robbie off to ourselves in the chats. So that's why I love it. But yeah, if anybody me and Sam, this is an advanced show for the future. We're gonna, as soon as I find it, July 14th, me and Sam, we're gonna discuss the Secret Wars, the first really, really big event from Marvel. This is before all the tie-ins, I think. They didn't have many tie-ins in this one. This was just the original Marvel superheroes, Secret Wars. Sam the Beyonder, me, Big Herm, 6 p.m. always our new comic book thing. And yeah, he suggested we watch this and read it. And if anybody is interested in reading that and getting ready for that show, I'll keep plugging it throughout my shows. I'm really excited for this because I always love discussing stuff like that with Sam in the Marvel world. We might have a special guest for that. We're in the works of talking to him. I don't want to say who it is yet, but yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to do that with Sam. Always a whole month ahead. Can you believe it? But yeah, and of course, this Wednesday, I said this Wednesday we were gonna cover the Thor. You know what I mean? And then also me and Sam, son of Odin, and also next week. The dreaded expensive run continues for us. We're covering issues 50 to 59. It's been a month since we actually talked about it. We gave it a little bit of a break and all that, but we wanted to continue on. And we almost there. We're catching up to today's issue. I think they're up to 67 now. So yeah, we cover the next 10 issues. We do 10 in a row and all that. I always enjoy it, and yeah, I always enjoy talking with Sam about it. And yeah, TM, I muted you because we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you, bro. Let us know when you're ready. Unmute yourself when you're ready. Nobody needs to hear that. And yeah, let me know when you're ready. Also, of course, also, Whiplash Wednesdays. I always love to talk about this. TM has my co-host up in here starting that day whenever it drops, usually 3 p.m. Sometimes he drop it Eastern and all that. Whenever he decides to drop that, we have also Phable and his Blame Phable show on the Instagram with our boy TM up in there. They're gonna show a lot of awesome comics and all that. This is where he gets to show all his variants and all that. Why why the hashtag Blame Phable was born is because of that. And of course, Nick Comic Culture has his haul. Me and Sam have our show, and of course, Chamorro Cinema fantastic show. Missing Link Comics is up in this Stefan. Oh, nice. For Delaney's gonna be there. Robbie's looking like he's gonna be there. Phable, you know what I mean? A bunch of people from the community. Some guy named TM Nerdy with Chamorro and all that. Anybody I miss, of course, the co-hosted by Koyo. And yeah, man. Dave's Dungeon. That's gonna be the closer for that night. And then it's gonna be fantastic. So let me bring our guy back in here. Oop. There you go. What were you doing? What were you doing, my man? What were you doing? We caught you. You busted you, bro. You busted. Busted. So yeah, man. Looks like it's just us tonight. Nobody want to talk to us today. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make it rain with this show and tell, man. Let's do it.
Yep. Hey everyone, Caps up in there. Caps up in Real Rude 6 Station, my man. Some new people up in here. John Thomas Station, my man. So I
Real
guess
Rude
you want
6, man. I was on with him last night on Sith Lordly's channel, and I had a blast on there.
Yeah, that was a fun show you guys had. Spine Checks, yeah. That guy, Sith Lord, is a hilarious dude, man. He had me rolling. You know what I mean? Yeah, I couldn't watch the whole thing. I have to go back and watch. What's her name? Nappy.
Carla Nappy,
Nappy,
writer and creator of Duplicate from Second Say Publishing, guys.
Yeah, so I gotta go back and check that out. So we're gonna do the segment I love to do, one of my favorite segments. Everybody knows I love this segment. Everybody knows
Show and tell.
That beautiful sight. You know what I mean? That gorgeous sight that we all love. And and of course, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I would like to go first this time.
Yay! We're gonna go first. Here you go. You got the floor, my man.
All right, guys. I got some card packs in and future card unpackings that I'll do and stuff. So I got the Youngbloods in. So I'm pumped about that. Some more 90s goodness cards. And then I know Big Herm will like this one. It's the from the comic pages, the Hulk.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, Peter David goodness right there.
So, and then I also got in a few books. This is a hardcover. It's Batman Death by Design by Chip Kidd and Dave Taylor. So it's a nice hardcover. I picked it up for $8, so I was pretty happy about that. The artwork looks really, really nice in it. So
yeah.
I'm pumped to dive into this. Another one, I know Brandon from Comics Kings does not like this, but I did pick up Guardian Devil, Daredevil by Kevin Smith is writing in this, Joe Quesada and Dave Mack. And it's 15 issues with a 12th secret issue, I guess. So it says in here that Guardian Devil is written by Kevin Smith. Parts of a Whole is David Mack. Daredevil and a Half, Kevin Smith. And Gunplayer is Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palamonte. And so I'm pumped for that. It was only $20 for this hardcover and that, but I think it was previously used because I found a random thing used in here for a bookmark. So that's probably why I got it for so cheap.
Yes. Who cares, man? It's what the inside that counts, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I also got East of West because people have been telling me I should be reading this because Eric Durant, if he's watching Station to Eric, he sent me The Wicked and Divine, and I just absolutely loved it. And I ended up going and picking up issues 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to delve into those here soon. But so I'm listening to those guys giving me recommendations for books and that. So I'm pumped for that. Show you off a few of my Marvel comics that I pick up, and that is, of course, Alien.
Aliens.
Gotta love my Alien. I got Inyok Lee cover for this one because that's just fire. And then I also got the second print for Alien #2 because that's just fire as well.
Sweet, sweet.
And I might as well show my Canadian love for North Force.
That's awesome.
So all my Canadian brethrens out there. And this doesn't get a lot of love. I know a lot of people on Spine Ticks and like Sith Lordly and them love this book. So I'm just going to show it off again because like I agree with them. I've read this. I can't wait to read the second issue. This was fun. This was a lot of fun, guys. So pick it up if you're in for like, what?
I keep hearing that. It's so much fun, that book. So
yeah,
good.
It doesn't take itself seriously. And it has to do with time too, like jumping through time, kind of a TVA in a way because her sister works for that kind of organization. And it's just a fun freaking book. And Shadecraft has gotten a lot better. So, Stefan, if you're listening, Shadecraft.
Phable had a question for that North Force. Is that North Force its own issue or a variant for Savage Dragons?
It's the Savage Dragon issue reprinted without the ads.
Okay.
That's what it is. Yeah, it does not have the ads in it that Savage Dragon issue that has the same cover but says Savage Dragon on it. It's that kind of reprinted without the ads inside the book. And it kind of acts as a variant as well. But it's the exact same story. So, but yeah, that's the upside. You get North Force instead of Savage Dragon, and then you get no ads in the book.
All right. Is that it, or you got more?
I might as well show this since I had it out for Sith Lordly's show last night because they were said they were going to talk about pops, but I do have this pop. I love this. This is probably the only case pop I have.
Yes. Red Hood versus Deathstroke.
It has like a base and everything inside. Like if I decide to take it out, like it does have a base that they can stand on and that. So that's cool. Eventually I will unbox this. And then guys, I'm so close to 250. And when I get to 250, I will be unboxing this live.
Sweet. Spawn Rebirth.
So I'm like 12 away from 250 right now. So I'll be.
We already got to that part, right? Where his rebirth. Is that the first rebirth or?
Yeah, no, this is Rebirth 10. But yeah, we got to this part in the book. Like he ends up coming back and like showing, yeah. I don't know if it's actually like from the comic or not, or it's just a Rebirth toy. But yeah, no, it's sick. And I will unbox this, show you all the goodies and stuff. Come on, guys, I'm 12 away from 250.
All right. Is that good? Because we have ourselves a new. I wouldn't call him guest. He's part of the Bad Batch. He's our boy. He's our resident island boy. Manuel, what's going on, Station, bro?
Station, fellas. How's it going?
Pretty good.
That was going great, man. We're going better than you here, man.
TM Nerdy. That's a new name.
Who's this TM Nerdy guy you talking about? I don't know. Screw that guy. So I'm gonna you want to do your show and tell now, or I'll do mine?
I'll go after you, Herm.
All right. So I'm excited. Let me give myself the floor. Of course, I have some comics to show here. This one was an AOK from Phable. He told me the opening. He says only one comic, Herm. It's only one comic, and I believed him. So I opened it. I couldn't wait anymore. He told me he was gonna send me this. I should have known, and I appreciate it because even though they're going away or are going away, but he got me a comic, A Bad Idea, right here. Hanks Howard Pizza Detective. Anybody have this one? Because it's the dollar issue, I guess, but it's sold out. And now if you try to get it in eBay, it's gonna cost a lot of money. And I appreciate it. I heard it was a great read. So should I crack it open and read it, or try to like cherish it and not read it. I don't know. I'm not gonna sell it. I'll probably just read it. I know Manny's telling me to read it because he reads all his books. So
That I am.
so let me put this somewhere over here. I don't want to ruin that. And I got a few. This is part of my hauls, that my 50 cent hauls I was supposed to show before. I'm keeping on with that. I got two more. I think two more boxes to show after this. Throughout the holidays, every time there's a holiday, there's a nice 50 cent sale, and then a sale after that. So I pretty much get these books for like 35 cents or less. You know what I mean? So I got a nice Supergirl here and the Legion of Superheroes. Nice little cover there. Love me some Supergirl. Any times that I get to like, find her, I can. I got Supergirl and Prism double shot right here. First issue. I don't know a whole lot about Prism. Anybody who does, let me know. But I got it. Read about it. Supergirl number 2. I don't know. I think this is volume 2 or something like that. I don't think it's Peter David. There you go, Peter David, volume 2. Not the new 52 yet. Supergirl number 16. Side cover. I guess this is back in the day when she used to turn into Supergirl. She had a different color hair or something like that. At least I think that's what that is. So that's pretty cool. Supergirl versus Despero. Supergirl number 17.
That's Savage Dragon.
Is it? He's all purple. You might be right. That is Savage Dragon. In purple. I got Supergirl. I don't care who started it. I got this to the Supergirl, not because of the way the cover looks. So TM, don't start.
No, you definitely got it for that. Like that.
Yeah.
Herminio, you are a married man. What the heck?
I guess he dropped out because it is at that hour mark. So guys, like, I'm just gonna stand here. Well, not stand here, but just show you a few other covers that I have. Like, have you guys seen the Stray Dogs covers coming up for the recent books? There you go.
I knew that time was coming. It was almost time for me to get kicked out. But
I was like looking at it's like my screen. I was like, oh no.
Oh no. So Supergirl 24, keeping on with the Peter David run. I think this is before the 52 run, the new 52 run. Supergirl number 30. I saw this in the 50 cent bin. Go figure. I was like, I had to get it. I love me some Supergirl, regardless of what TM says. You know what I mean?
I like the Supergirl TV show. Like,
this was a horror book right here. Supergirl number 31.
I don't like that cover at all. I don't like that cover at all. Like, poor Supergirl.
Yucky.
Melissa Benoit is, or Benoist, or however you like to say it, is like Supergirl to me now. Like, she's just gorgeous.
So this, I think this is a Michael Turner when he starts drawing the covers. Supergirl number 1, right here. Love it. This was not in the 57. Found for a couple of bucks though. I saw it was a number 1. I had to get it. Love me some Supergirl. Another volume.
So what is it that you like over Supergirl over Superman? Is it because like Superman's just a man with muscles?
Right here, Supergirl. I love Supergirl. I love the girls. No, stop. But I do love Supergirl a lot. There's Supergirl and the Teen Titans number 2. There's number 2 of that run, Jeff Loeb run. Number 13. Number 13 right here. Awesome. Number 22 of that run. Love me some Supergirl.
Look at those abs.
Number 21. It's November 2007 already. We're going up to the 2000s up in here. The late 2000s. Number 67. I don't know what's going on there. If that's her boyfriend or something like that. But he in trouble. Number 36 of this is new 52 run already. Number 36. Where is it? Yeah, it says it up there, and it's number 37. Anybody saw my hauls before saw that I've got more other Supergirls. I found this, so I'm trying to collect some of her runs, and got a few more here, and then I'm done. Superboy, this time Superboy and Risk. Not, I don't like it as much as Supergirl, but I do like the character. He alright. Convergence series, Superboy #1. Anybody who read that, I never read that event. New 52 Superboy #5, #9, #10, #11, #24. What's going on there? He's getting his butt whooped right there. #26. I don't know what's happening there. He's like she's driving a stake in his heart like he's a vampire. #27.
Number 28.
#28. Sense of pattern. No number 30 though, but number 31.
B4.
What happened? 31 right there. So yeah, that's it for now. I got more to show, but I'll show that in my next show. Yeah, I don't want to be here forever because people claim that I take forever in my show and tells, but it's my show and tell. I can take as long as I want. You know what I mean? So,
I have another like 42 things to show him.
All right, but we got Manny. He's ready. He's ready to show up in here.
All right, so me and Tiff went comic book shopping this weekend, and I think we picked up about 137 books in trade paperbacks. So I'm not going to show all 137. Let's face it, I'm not Big Herm. I can't. My arms get tired holding up that much stuff. But I grabbed a couple of books in honor of the #Blame Phable movement. All right, so this one is a #Blame Rockin' Robbie. So this is just 5, but I picked up the first 10 books of Angel After the Fall. It's a book that Robbie had recommended to me a couple of times on his channel. So I picked those up. This one is a Blame TM. So Shadowhawk in trade, and then the first issues of Shadowhawk 1 and 2.
Oh my God. Really? You did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the party.
Oh, this is #Blame Phable because these were all cover buys. Just beautiful. I only found 5 of the Decalogue though. I've never read it. I don't know if Bendis had a good run on Daredevil or not, but
Yes, I hear it's good. People say it's good.
I hear that Brandon and Robbie both say it's good. So
that's good right there.
So, and this is a Blame Herm because of his Daredevil show. Picked up some Casada. I got probably 20 books in that run.
Thank Comic Station, my man.
All right, I got some Blame Dank books too, but I showed those on Insta already. I got a bunch of Tom Strong, but then this is kind of also a Blame Dank. This is Torso issue #1. For some damn reason, this book is worth like $50 right now. I have no idea why. But
you didn't pay $50 for it, did you?
No, dude. I paid $1.
Okay,
I paid $1, but it's in damn good condition. Like, Go Collect sent me on the CLZ app. It sent me a notification. It's like up $46. I was like, really? I'd never even heard of that book. Tiff picked it out of the bin because she thought it sounded interesting when she Wikipedia'd it. And then this is a blame our boy Nick Comic Culture because he's always throwing up them dope Walking Deads. So I got the 15th anniversary variants. So
wow, those are awesome.
So and then I got a whole bunch of spooky indies that are blame Eric the Stash and blame JT out there in the chat. So nice. So yes, there's 137 books to be showing off on various live streams coming up and more importantly to read. So I'm excited to dig into all these books. A lot of these are things that I would have tried to get to in the Marvel Unlimited app, which is normally how I read back issues. My collection is basically what you see here, plus what I just bought. So So this is kind of cool to actually have physical books, because I've noticed during family reading time on Thursday that it's a heck of a lot easier for me anyway to read these books physically than it is to try to read them on the app. So
interesting, really. That's very interesting. I love them physically too. I have that. I use apps too. I like digital, but I prefer physical all the time. As you can see with my halls.
yeah.
I'd rather it just be read to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That should be the new show. TM just lays in bed and we get some old guy that looks like the Princess Bride to just sit by his bed and just read him stuff.
You just have Brother Joe on the other stream and he's reading to me, and here it's just a camera to me just laying in bed just as he reads, and then in the bottom corner is like the pictures as he reads through them.
And then he could have one of them little mind bubbles like you're having a dream, and it could just be Shadowhawk. No matter what he's reading, you're just dreaming of Shadowhawk.
It'd be Night TM.
There we go, bro. There we go. New Friday night, late night stream for TM Nerdy.
There you go.
Night TM. Just have special guests each week just reading me good night.
Part of the Nick at Night broadcasting hour.
So Manny, so I do have some news to talk here, but before we get to that, what do you think about Loki, the first episode?
Oh, Loki was a very, very strong premiere. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to give it as much attention as I probably should have. My son, I was taking care of my son and my daughter at the time. I was making breakfast through a big chunk of it. But I really enjoyed it. I like the ride. I like that character. And I really love Tom Hiddleston in that role. It's kind of crazy to think that this was a guy that auditioned for Thor, because I can't picture him as anyone other than Loki. Just does a tremendous job. And, I think as far as the story and trying to spec, I think I'm going to go a little bit less on Loki than I did on WandaVision. I don't think I'm going to try to spend every week like trying to guess what it's about. I think I'm just going to go for the ride, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, that was a ride. Like, everybody, it's Mephisto. Mephisto did it. He had some of that in this episode. Some of that.
Oh. Dude, that I swear that devil thing in the church, they added that digitally after, just because we were so specced out on Mephisto last time. They're just like, we'll just throw it in there.
My mind was going elsewhere. Like, you guys are all thinking Mephisto. Like, my mind went to like, oh, Mephisto, but then all of a sudden the blue gum came. And I was like, oh, Nightcrawler. And then my mind did go straight there for a second. I was like, oh my God, Nightcrawler, because I was thinking like the devil tail and the blue, and I was like, I just want Nightcrawler and Beast.
Oh, just those two. No other X-Men.
Yeah.
Just piss everyone off. No Cyclops, no Wolverine, no Rogue, no one. Just Nightcrawler and Beast.
Nightcrawler.
I don't even want them acknowledged. I just want them in the background of stuff. Like, it'll be an Avengers movie, and it'll just be Nightcrawler and Beast like at a cafe sipping coffee in the background. Nobody says anything. Nobody acknowledges it, and we just get those little Easter eggs of those two, shopping and
just like Beast is like in a trench coat with like a top hat on and everything.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
Yeah, they might throw him in the background and that end game scene. They're like, see, we were here all the time. We were here all the time.
Like,
you guys go back and watch it.
They did it with the Ancient One, right? They'll just put the X-Men in there somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. People would freak out. Like, wait, I didn't see this part of the movie. So you're saying you're not letting your mind go wild and see any where this takes you for future movies or multiverse or whatever. You just gonna just show me.
I say that, but let's be honest, we're all gonna be thinking it, right? I mean, every week you can be like, oh, this is what's gonna, I knew it, and then be totally wrong the following week when the next episode comes out. But I'm gonna try not to get so caught up, because like I had theories with WandaVision. Like, I was like legitimately like upset that my theory wasn't right. Like, Feige, why weren't you listening to me? You know what I mean?
But there's not too much in this show that is kind of like Easter egg. It's pretty straightforward. Like, they're giving us the answers like right away. Like, what's going on? Oh, that's Loki that they're after now. That's a different dimensional Loki. So we don't have to guess that. Like, a lot of this is like, it's not even a guessing game. They're just kind of like telling the story, and we know kind of where it's going from here in a way.
This entire thing is just like it's Mojo in the X-Men. He has Tom Hiddleston's Loki there. He's crossed over into the Mojoverse, and this whole thing is just a show that Mojo is putting on. So that way we can introduce the X-Men.
Mojo is a really controversial figure. I don't know if people would be happy about that. you be seeing Brandon coming and going, "What?" You know what I mean? And going
oh man, Brandon would be mad if we introduced Cyclops. Like he'd be like, you'd have to pick him and like the X-Men. Like,
and he was the one that saved everything.
Yeah,
Cyclops saved everything. Brandon
Sorry,
would not
Brandon.
love that. So I guess we got what you thought about Loki. Any other thing you want to add before I go to the news real quick? Or cool. I didn't know where I wanted to start, but I guess I start with this because you showed an issue of it just earlier. Stray Dogs, you know what I mean? And you know where I'm going? These variants and all these reprints and all. And you got the Thing coming on with #1 issue, 4th printing Thing. Evil Dead for issue #2, 3rd printing is Evil Dead. Issue #3, 3rd printing is Midsummer, which oddly I don't think I've ever seen that one. So don't at me. But the 4th one is like one of my favorites. It's 3rd printing, and that cover is Psycho for the 4th issue. So that got me excited. I already had this written down, and then when I saw Robbie talk about it on his little news thing, I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna talk about this now. But what do you guys think of this whole thing happening with these covers?
I'm pumped, man. I posted something as soon as I got the information about it. I posted it and I pre-ordered it. The thing is, they all come out the same day, July 7th. So you guys are going to want to either pre-order the ones that you know are going to go fast, like the Evil Dead and the Thing, and Midsummer is going to go quicker than Psycho. I do believe, because they just look a lot nicer. Not saying that Psycho is a bad movie, but those covers are just fire compared to Psycho. But it's all about preference.
Yeah, I it's all good. It's all good. I want the Psycho one, you know, because personally. But Manny, which one you want the most?
Dude, I want them all. I love all of those movies, man. I love all those homage covers. I probably won't pre-order or buy any, but I want them. I mean, if I come across them in the wild, I'll pick them up. But as far as like pre-ordering them, I'm not. I try to be, and I know this is going to sound really hypocritical because I literally just went and bought like 140 books this weekend, but I'm very conscious of my space limitations, and I already have these books. So it's like, to buy them just to have multiple covers is not something I do often. You know, like I'll buy sets like two-tone, like the two-tone variants, for example, that Marvel put out not too long ago. I love having that whole set, but they're all different books, right? Like I wouldn't buy like multiple ones. So when the ones that I did end up with multiple of, because I'm an idiot and I was just like pre-ordering, and that's maybe why I won't pre-order anymore, because like I've been down that road of like not realizing what the hell I've already bought. I just gave I just got rid of them. You know what I mean? Gave them away, shipped them out, because I just don't want to have multiple. I'm a reader more so than a collector. So like, I just want to read the stories. I don't really need all those different covers. You know what I mean?
And you know, there's going to be another reprint for the 5th issue that's not even out yet.
Yeah.
So that's another one that's coming out. And I did pre-order the Scream one as well, though, for Stray Dogs. But like, I was in a chat earlier over at Sparks, and Trish Forstner was there, like in the chat with us, and we're over on Sparks channel for the FOC, and like somebody was just like, will there ever be a Stray Cats? And she'll be like, she said there will be no Stray anything because of the movie that's coming out with Paramount, right?
Mm-hmm.
That she mentioned over on with me, Big Herm, and Phable.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't do anything with that. So I think they're pumping out what they can, and people want these. People are asking for these covers, so that's what they're doing. They're pumping these out for the consumer and to make money, of course.
Yeah, I'm with I would love to have all these, but I'm with Manny because that week I'll probably have a full list of comics I need to get And if I'm getting 4 comics, I already have, I can't get these other 4 comics that I want to read. So I do collect. Don't get me wrong. I do spec a little bit, but I'm a reader myself, and I want to read my books. And if I'm gonna buy more comics, I'll try to stay away from the variants. Cover your ears, Phable. Cover your ears, and read comics. And I love variants. Don't get me wrong, but I'll live through what most people show me, especially Phable show, which is fantastic. Those books, oh my god, so good. And if I see something I really like you were saying, you see them in the wild, and they're not sold out, I might grab it because that Psycho one I really like. I really love it, so I'm gonna probably grab that one, but I'm gonna try to stay away from all the rest of them. So
Yeah, I didn't get all of them, but just the ones I liked, just because like I'm not gonna. I didn't like this. Like I liked the Psycho movie, but I didn't like the cover, so it
okay.
doesn't have my intention to go out and buy it. But like how clean and crisp that Midsummer one looks, fan freaking tastic. The Evil Dead one looks fantastic, and then even the Thing one just looks fantastic. But you can go buy the movie, and it's the exact same thing, but a human instead of a dog.
What are you trying to say, Phable? What are you trying to say?
That's 2 days after my birthday, guys. July 7th.
Brother Joe Station
my
getting get
birthday
to say
present to
what's up to him.
myself.
So between Mrs. Reyes and Mrs. Chamorro, they better play nice. What? Oh, we better.
How about
play
you
nice.
come on here,
No.
Brother Joe? Come on here and see you say that.
Hashtag
Bring it on.
on. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's pretty much what I had to say about that one. I had to talk about that. I freaking love Stray Dogs. It's an awesome series. Might be my favorite of the year so far. And that's saying a lot because I love Maniac in New York too. And I love all those horror books. We love
I
horror.
think the only covers that I'm buying, like I did buy like Alien's been one where I'm getting second prints and multiple covers, but only for certain ones because they're hit or miss. Stray Dogs and Beast Wars. Those are the only multiple covers I usually get.
So,
Understand. All right.
me and Tiff do is if we buy when like if we buy floppies, for example, if it's not like an artwork buy for us, when we finish reading it right away is in a pile for either selling or giving out to somebody. So like, and then we buy a trade, like if we really need it. So like we don't keep a lot of floppies as it is. So again, just having those extras is for us, it wouldn't be effective, but I love the look of them. Like I would totally buy those prints. You know what I mean? I would display the hell out of those prints, but I don't need 20 more pages. You know what I'm saying? I guess. But I do appreciate that artwork because those homage covers are sick, man. They're sick.
You
can't
Go ahead.
Can't blame me for that, Phable. Phable says got me looking at Tom Strong. You got to blame Dank. Dank is the one got us all on Tom Strong. You can't be blaming me.
Dank's in the chat. Come on, Dank. Time up. Actually, Dank, come on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You have the link.
Sometimes I thought to pick up Maniac of New York out of spite. I get it, Mr. Boston. I get it.
Dude, what did you think of issue 5, Herm?
Issue 5 of what?
Maniac.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't read it
yet. Oh,
it's literally next.
You told me it was awesome backstage, man. Like,
yeah,
man.
I lied
and telling everybody else. All right,
dude.
We made that clear.
It was really cool. Like I didn't anticipate that the whole thing was in the holodeck of the Enterprise. Like that shit was weird, but it was still a good book. Like I didn't think it was gonna be a Star Trek book. That was crazy.
I thought it was in the Death Star.
No. See, you gotta see. You guys always go to Star Wars, but that was Star Trek. That was Star Trek.
All right. Yeah. I want to get to my books, man. I haven't been reading a whole lot of them. I've been so busy and all that, but I'm gonna get to those. That's like next in my list over here. But yeah, keeping on. I wanted to talk about the Salmon Twitch TV show. That's I know my man TM can't wait for that. You know what I mean? Salmon Twitch. I don't know if it's gonna be off of the Bendis run or something like that. Bendis had a Salmon Twitch run or something like that. Have you ever read that?
That's who wrote the Salmon Twitch book. Like when they split off into their own series, that's who wrote it. And yeah, I didn't read that, but like I do like Salmon Twitch. Like they're characters that need to be more like they must have been fan favorite because they got their own series, like within this 50 series book that we're reading. So in between there, like people were like, "We love these guys. These guys need to get their own series." So people that grew up loving the series, I know the Rogue Trader loved those series. It's probably one of his favorites. He's told me. So they're with them going and doing a series, like it's gonna be fun. And we all know Twitch. Twitch is like a man to be not to be messed with. He may look like a scrawny guy with mustache and glasses, but he's an ace shooter with a hot wife.
Yep, you can't mess with that guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, so with the TV show of Sam and Twitch, does that mean that the movie is on night? Because I from what I heard from Todd McFarlane, the film was really about those two characters, and Spawn's just kind of a background figure in the upcoming Spawn movie with Jamie Foxx. So if they're going to do a TV show, does that mean that the film potentially might be in trouble? Or because it seems kind of strange that they do that if that's the way the film was supposed to be set up.
I don't know. I
Maybe.
know he always says in the interviews that he's always struggled to get that movie going. He's been trying to get that movie going for a very long time, and I feel bad because like we all want to see it. We want to see a Spawn movie. Let's go. You know what I mean? And I don't know if they not confident with it being good, but Spawn is on fire right now. All these new issues coming out. All the fans, people will go see it. I think that it'll do really good. And
or maybe this is the way to get that out. Like you said, you said their Sam and Twitch were going to be the main people, like the main characters in that movie with Spawn being in the background. Maybe they just adapted it into a TV show now and calling it Sam and Twitch. And then hopefully we get Spawn in the background.
Yeah.
And where is this supposed to be airing again?
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see where. I was so excited for the show. I didn't even see where it's gonna air.
Because you need a network or like something like Prime Video or something like to put it out that has big budget, so we can actually get a decent show. Like if we have Spawn in the background, we'll have the budget to actually make a decent looking Spawn.
Is it on BBC? I just looked it up and it looks like BBC and AMC. So
okay.
We're probably not going to get we're not going to get a Spawn in it, I don't think.
No. So yeah, BBC America. Kevin Smith was attached to write, direct, executive produce the show for BBC America.
Which also this is going to be good AMC. Then, like because we know that Sam and Twitch, like it's not like all serious like Spawn is. Like Sam is kind of funny. He's goofy and that, and so like. Kevin Smith can write that kind of character.
They're like, if anybody watches Power Rangers, like Bulk and Skull, but better. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they are.
So, man, but like you can't even say that about Twitch because Twitch is the man. You can't even like compare him to that.
No, I'm not saying compare him to them completely. That's why I said better. With
like looks, it's different, but like Twitch is like you put him side by side with John Cena.
So Jeremy Renner is attached to play Twitch. So
that
could work, but like
he's a little beefy for that role. He's not even that big of a guy, but he's still a little too big. It looks, in my opinion. But
yeah, I agree because you want him to look a little dorky, even though he's the man. You know what I mean?
Like not like I'm just throwing this out here, but John Heater. Is that his name? Like the Napoleon Dynamite dude.
I could see that.
He would probably make a perfect Twitch.
They're gonna need some star power though, because I can't imagine if you're Blumhouse or Todd McFarlane, you're pitching this to distributors and studios. You're like, yeah, we got Jamie Foxx, but he's barely gonna be in the movie, and when he is. He's going to be under prosthetics and CG, you know, like it's just like that can't be a very easy sell if you don't have like strong characters for Sam.
But like Twitch, if you were to like dress up John Heater and like a mustache, like get him like a good mustache, glasses, crazy looking hair and stuff, and like put him in a picture besides like the animation of Twitch, hand in hand, that would probably work.
I'm going to throw this out there. Our boy Steffrey needs to be playing Twitch. I'm just saying.
No, because Steph
Put it off.
Twitch in the comic does not look like he's a very handsome guy.
Oh,
and
true.
Steph is a very handsome guy, so he can't.
But this is the movies. The movies always make people handsome. You know what I mean? Or good looking. No, they always do that.
That's what made Twitch so special, though. It's just like you see this guy, and you'd never expect him with that kind of girl. You never expect him to be this type of guy, this like ace shooter, perfect detective, and that. Like, you never see that, and then you'd have somebody like Steph. You'd be like, okay, that's why he gets all the women.
I get that. You know, maybe you get like a Tobey Maguire kind of looking guy, maybe to play him. You know, he was kind of dorky looking and all that, right?
Like, just throwing it out there, like I could be Twitch.
Station. Oh, you trying
just
to be Twitch?
Throwing that
That's
out there, Kevin Smith. If you're watching, like, come on, Twitch.
Now we know the real reason why he doesn't want Steph-Free to be Twitch, because he wants to be Twitch. We uncovered it here, guys. We uncovered it here. So yeah, so I can't wait for this show. Me and TM reading these issues and all that. We fell in love with these guys, and we understand why the Rogue Trader. There you go. We understand why the Rogue Trader loves these guys too, because he told us he loves these guys. So whatever they do, I'll give it a shot. I hope it's good. I hope it comes out, because we hear about it, but will it come out? Will it be like the movie where we never see it? You know what I mean? So,
yeah. As soon as I heard this news and like seen it posted and that, I like immediately sent it to the Rogue Trader. I was like, dude, check this out, because I know he would appreciate it.
I think it's more likely to come out given how hungry everybody is now for comic book properties on their streaming platforms, right? So AMC Plus, as owned by BBC America, this is a great opportunity for them to increase their viewership, you know, by having, you know, being able to capitalize on Spawn of all things. It's a big name. So I think it's more likely to happen than not. I think it's more likely that will happen before we get a film.
I think it's an easier production, easier to like manage than doing a film, especially now, with all this still with COVID lockdowns and stuff. Like, COVID's still affecting movies a little bit, so it might be easier to do a television show. Maybe be easier to get into production. That no long days. I know productions on TV shows are just as long, but TV shows you could get those done with half the production of a movie.
Yeah, the technology is there now for shows. They look like movies, these shows now. You know, back then it wasn't like that. So they have all that old movie technology, and then the movie. Every time the movies they upgrade, the cinema part, they upgrade their technology. The shows get those what they used to have, and now we get these movie type shows. So yeah, I agree with you. So hopefully we see something, because hopefully this helps push the movie. How about that? You know, if there's some success for this show, maybe they'll get that movie finally going, and maybe we'll get more Spawn instead of just a little bit of him, and then
or even like expand on that Spawn universe, because there's characters in that universe that like could be explored a little bit more too, and then it could open up the door for like pretty much. And
the Spawnverse.
I was going to say an ICU, but that just sounds bad. An Image cinematic universe, like we could get Youngbloods, Wildcats, Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon's been going for a while, so that's like a character that people have like stuck with. So him coming into a universe, like get their own kind of cinematic universe going, even if it's like in the TV type universe. So that's what DC did with CW. I know people still rant and rave about the CW, but some of them, they're still going. So people must, like myself, are still watching them.
Station to the artist we got up in here. You know who that is?
Yeah, I know who that is. Simi, guys, if you don't know who Simi is, she does great paintings. And that over on her Instagram, go check it out. I'm going to drop a link.
Can't wait to do more low-key art. She says, yeah, man, I would love to see that art up in there. John Thomas.
So how long, if a Sam and Twitch show does take off, how long before it stops being Sam and Twitch and starts being Spawn? Because like they tried to do that with Gotham, right? Take a superhero property and make it a TV procedural, and fans rallied against that first season so hard, and then eventually just became throw as many Batman characters and stuff into the show as you can and make it less about Jim Gordon. You know what I mean? So like, how long do you think it'll be if Sam and Twitch comes out before they just make it a Spawn show? You know what I mean?
That's a good point. And maybe that's what they want. Maybe they're just setting it up for that to end up doing that. Maybe, who knows, man? That's a good point by you though. As long as if they do that and it makes sense, and you still get Sam and Twitch, you know, still get enough of them, I'll be happy with that. But if you don't see them at all, then that's where it will bother me. If I'm enjoying what I'm seeing already, you know what I mean. So Travis would not like that neither. I could talk for him, you know what I mean.
You don't talk for me.
I don't talk.
Get out of here.
Canadians these days.
What I want to see is Herm talk for you, but argue against himself, just like you would. So like, we're like, no, we need this. No, we don't. And just back and forth.
I don't know. Maybe one day that you see that happening, but not today. So, speaking of Kevin Smith, real quick, Masters of the Universe Revelation, July 23rd. That was awesome. That teaser was nice. I'm all in. I'm even getting the comic.
I have issue 1 and 2 pre-ordered. It's done by Kevin Smith, written by Kevin Smith as well, and those covers are fire.
Yeah, Kevin Smith. I trust him. He's a comic book fan. We all know it. He's gonna do the best he can with this. And He-Man, you know, they're not gonna turn it into something else. They're going to continue on with whatever the show left off. Supposedly, that's what I heard. And continue on from there. So I can't wait for that, man. I growing up a He-Man fan, so, you know. What are you going to say?
Yeah, it's like 40 years later. Like, it shows like it's taken 40 years or something like that in the trailer. And I was like, on the music is just like amazing. We got Mark Hamill as Skeletor.
Oh, yes. Everybody love him. So he's great Joker, great Green Goblin. Hobgoblin from the Spider-Man show. I don't know if
he was also like in the 90s Flash TV show. He was what was his name? Oh, it was like it's funny because it's like a Joker-esque type character. But he played him, and then he reprised his role, the same character, in the Flash, like recent show. He was on there, Mark Hamill.
He's an amazing voice actor, and anytime he's in it, I'm in. You know what I mean? It's one of my all-time favorite guys to do anything. So he'll always be my Joker. You know, he'll always be all that. So what do you think about him, Manny? What do you think about all this going on with He-Man? Did you grow up liking He-Man, or?
I did. I grew up liking the live action movie more so than the cartoon show. Like I love that movie. But as far as He-Man goes, I mean, it's a big part of all of. I think if you're an '80s kid, you pretty much had to like He-Man. Like there was no escaping He-Man. I'm excited for this adaptation. I really liked the Netflix She-Ra adaptation. Me and Kyrie have watched quite a few episodes of that. I really like that. And so I don't know, I think it's in good hands. I think it's in the hands of people that grew up with it, therefore hopefully have some love and admiration for the property and want to keep it close to the feeling and spirit of the original. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yes. I can't wait. We got a date. We got all that, July 23rd. I don't know if we're gonna cover it here, but maybe we will. Who knows? Not go deep in it. It's just a 20-minute. I think it's gonna be 20 minutes. You're talking about,
but if we talk a little bit about it, I'm gonna be deep into it.
TM does not do little bits, man. He's all in. Dude's gonna be balls deep in some Motu. That's all I'm saying.
Which is reverse of what he told me a long time ago. He wanted to do the shorter thing, and then now he loves the synopsis of digging it and ripping it apart, like you said earlier.
Yeah,
So,
but what were we talking about? Like 3 different things at that point. It's like, how do we get into like 3 synopses and stuff
excuses.
with like, let's go, let's like get into like a story and that and talk about it for an hour and a half and then jump in the other one. If we felt rushed doing that, like doing 3 different things, we felt like we had to be rushed. That's how I felt. Talking about one thing, you're good.
Herb TM's position on things changes from week to week. Sometimes he wants a stream that's less than an hour. Sometimes it's got a 2.5 hour time limit, and sometimes he goes on spine ticks for 3.5 hours at 11 o'clock at night. So you just got to take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah, Canadians, they exist in this different kind of temporal bubble than the rest of us. I think Canada is the TVA. I will go to my grave. That will be on the next Department of Truth, man. That Canada is the TVA. That's all I'm saying.
Actually, Eric shared something with me today, and actually with the group, and it was like a picture of Prince Edward Island, and it was in a comic book. And I forget what he was talking about. I can go back. Like, Eric, if you're still here, what were you talking about? What comic were you sent a picture to us, and it was like Prince Edward Island, and you were like, Tinian has a plan for you, Travis. Like,
a plan, a purpose, a destiny for your life. Your life, Travis.
Yeah, but we'll probably cover it here. I already see he wants to do it. He's gonna tell me. So you'll see it here. We'll cover He-Man.
Man, it's like the animation is just like alone. Like they did amazingly. Like that. Like the animation looks so crisp in that. I haven't seen anything that great in a while.
You think because I think Spider-Verse helped people realize that it'll be okay if you go to the movie theaters and watch this, because a lot of people missed out on Spider-Verse, and I told a lot of people even here, in New York, the people I know, go see this movie. I went to see it twice, and they looked at me like, really, a cartoon, really? And now they're not looking at it like it's just a regular cartoon now. So I think if people taking these animations a lot more serious now, and people want to see it more now. People realizing they could do so much more with this animation. Why not? Why not watch it? It's so phenomenal. And
that is creepy what Eric just said. I didn't know that it was that creepy of a thing. Now
the writer of I Breathe a Body tweeted a weird picture of shipwreck and pioneer cemeteries on PEI.
Yeah. Like I thought it was something Tinian, but I Breathe the Body. I'm scared now.
The guy who writes something is killing the children, not scary enough. But the guy who writes I Breathe the Body, now that's gonna scare TM.
Oh boy. So he totally derailed me. I forgot what my point was, but what you were saying, Manny?
I was just gonna add to your point. Yeah, I think people do take animation a lot more seriously, like you're saying. I think they've shown that we can, but also I think that we're us like older millennials and older Gen Zers, like, or Gen X or whatever the hell they are, Gen Zs. They're like we grew up with these cartoons that were like more serialized. They weren't Bugs Bunny, they weren't Tex Avery. You know what I mean? We had serialized storytelling. We had some better cartoonage, in my opinion, in the 90s and 80s than what came before and arguably what came after. So like we already enjoy and continue to enjoy animation. So I don't know. I think we're just the pump is primed, if you will, for animation in the 2020s.
Invincible was a hit, right? Yep, it was, and that was brutal animation right there. Oh boy,
so good.
But that kind of animation reminded me of, like, I don't know why, like kind of like Justice League type animation. Like from the old Justice League cartoon, and that kind of like DC type kind of animation. The He-Man animation, it just seems more like bright, not kind of like dulled down. Like, not saying like Invincible's animation was dulled down. It's just kind of like, I don't know, that DC kind of look. It's not plain, but it's good looking, but not plain. But like this, the animation in Master of the Universe like kind of shines. If you look at it, like it kind of looks like the figures will be amazing. Like they do, like they kind of look like animations of figures. That's what's cool about it. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm just. I guess that's just me.
No,
It just went.
it's not just you. It's not just you. I mean, Invincible looks just like the comic book, right? I mean, if you read the comic book, that art style is just right. It looks very similar, and I don't know. I agree with you. TM.
I don't know. Herm's looking pretty mad over there.
Yeah,
I think he's doing the bit.
no, he's legitimately frozen. He's not breathing. Look at him.
Man, he can hold his breath long.
Guys, nope, he was not doing the bit.
What else is there for news besides Masters of the Universe was coming out? I'm not sure what else after that. Like,
let's see. Let me just pull up my notes.
You got kicked out again. But I am so pumped for Masters of the Universe. I'm probably gonna like watch that. Got the comic book. Hi, Herm.
How's it going, bro?
You guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my internet just took a crap just now.
Oh,
Did you wipe it?
I told you. Can't be feeding your router freaking White Castle, bro. That happens. That happens.
Yeah, it's back, but it took a crap. I'm doing this off my device here. I can't even call it my iPad. So I guess I'll do the rest of the show on my iPad. I hope you guys can hear me.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say?
So yeah, now that TM is off the show, I'm getting out of here. Yeah. So
what do you guys think of Kevin Bacon being in the Toxic Avenger reboot as the villain?
Yeah.
So we share that to the PCP army.
I thought we were only supposed to talk about positive things.
I like Kevin Bacon.
Hell yeah, dude. He's a national treasure. You're not in our nation. That's probably why.
I like Kevin Bacon. It's just not. I don't. Why? Why in Toxic Avengers? Like I don't know. Like wasn't like the whole point of Toxic Avengers and like Toxic. It's like it was low budget. It's supposed to be that type of feeling. Like now we're gonna get like well-known actors and people to be in this movie and to make it something huge. And like stick to your roots. Like that's what he was all about. That's what the creator was all about. The writer and director of those movies was like all about sticking to his own guns, doing it his way, and that. So now he's become blockbustery, and he hates Blockbuster. He said that like vocally live. He hates Blockbuster.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very vocal person. But I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for the conversation. I don't know if it'll be good. I don't know if there's enough of a fan base for Toxic Avenger to really be a thing.
Go to New Jersey.
They love them in New Jersey, huh?
Yeah, the swamp over there. That's why. Yeah. All that. I'm pretty excited about it. I when I was a kid, I liked the Toxic Avenger. I had the action figure and all that that Robbie has on his set. So I'm pretty interested to see what it is. It was never my favorite, but I'm pretty, why not? You know what I mean? Extra content to watch and all that and talk about here. Why not? And if it's good, we'll talk about it. And if it's not, TM will let us know.
It's probably going to be good, but it's just like it's the fact that it's not an indie movie anymore. If that's what you want to call it. Like now it's like a blockbuster. It's going to be like high. Like, are they going to be in like the movie theaters now? This is going to actually be in the movie theater because isn't what's his name from Game of Thrones going to be Toxie?
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's different too because Toxie's huge. Or is it like just Toxie before it becomes Toxie?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, it seems like a pretty decent cast, right? Peter Dinklage is usually good in whatever he's in. Kevin Bacon was pretty good in First Class. I don't know if
I really liked First Class. I know people give it a bad rating and stuff, and like they're like, "Oh, that's not my X-Men." And they don't like how the hey, look, it's another Big Herm.
double the Herm, double the fun.
Turn off your other one.
Yeah, maybe I'll leave it on just to get you mad.
Yep. I agree
No.
with Dank. I think it will be like Ruffalo playing Hulk. It'll be Dinklage's voice and a CG Toxie. Or
That would work. He does have like even when he was in Thor in that movie, like he was playing that kind of dwarf character in that Peter Dinklage. That was awesome. Like he does have the voice to do strange things, so he'd probably be a good voice for it.
He's got range too. Peter Dinklage can be a total badass and be the funniest person in the film too. You know what I mean? He's got pretty good range. Like I am a fan. I'm a fan of Peter Dinklage. I think he can do it. And I think it'll make his transformation that much more dramatic. Being a little person at the beginning of the film as Melvin, and then becoming the Toxic Avenger. I think that'll be I don't know more.
I still think they should do low budget, unknown actors to play the roles and stuff because then it just makes it genuine. But I'm just complaining over it. Sean's to stop. Station.
No, complain away, bro. This is YouTube, and we have a pop culture show that we're on right now. So there is no other way but for us to piss and moan and complain about stuff. That's all I can say. Bacon killed it as Sebastian Shaw, Phable says. Yes. Bacon did a very good job. Very good job in that movie.
I did enjoy that. Big Herm, did you like Kevin Bacon as Sebastian Shaw?
Did I like him and where? I'm sorry, I could barely hear you because that's why I was trying to go back. But something's going on with my phone and it won't freaking let me in the right way. Telling me to join without a mic and a cam. Stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll just finish the show on this for now. So what was the question? I'm sorry.
Did you like Kevin Bacon as Sebastian Shaw in X-Men First Class?
I liked him. I did. I liked him as Sebastian Shaw. I thought he was. I didn't read enough Sebastian Shaw in the comics to know what he's supposed to be like. So when I saw the movie, I thought he was a good jerk and all that, and I thought he was fine. So I like Kevin Bacon stuff. So I'm not I like what was that famous dancing movie he did and all that?
Footloose
and all that. You know what I mean? I love all that. So I thought he did fine there. So I think he's gonna do fine in the Toxic Avenger. Why not? Give him a shot, man.
Well, I agree with JT. Like Kevin Bacon's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't even think about that. Do you want us to call him Ham TM? I don't want to offend you, bro.
Kevin Ham.
So. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, my whole situation here threw off the conversation, but
no, not at all, bro. Not at all, bro.
Thanks for keeping it going, though. I appreciate it.
Station, Fargate, man. Station, my man. Yeah, so we've been going pretty long. It's 20 minutes to 8 o'clock. I have more news up in here. Yeah,
let's power through it. Let's do it.
Speed round
right here. We'll talk real quick because we didn't talk much comic book instead of Stray Dog. So, The Death of Doctor Strange by Jade McKay and Lee Gabbert. You know, it's what happens after Doctor Strange dies and all like that.
Did you say like, Lee Garbett?
Garbett, something like that.
Oh, that person's gonna be on my channel.
Is he?
I have something new. I have to pick up that book now.
Yeah, now you have to pick up that book. Yeah, so yeah, it's looking like people are like, oh, he's really gonna die, but it's looking like it's gonna be like a what if. That's what I think about. There you go.
Nice.
That's what I think was gonna happen. What do you guys think? You think that he's really gonna die? It's really just gonna show you what happens after he died with his position and power and all that. Did you hear enough about this story?
No.
Any of you?
No.
But look.
Well, I mean, I knew it was coming out. I know it sounds like something that's going to be great for trying to cross promote with the film. I don't. It's like a forward in time. Though. It's like legitimately the death of Doctor Strange, not like he's dying in the current continuity. So I guess they can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? In terms of storytelling, which I like. I like when they're not super beholden to what else is going on in the comic books at the time, because I feel like the writers have a lot more freedom to just do fun things. So I don't know. I'll read it. I'll get issue 1. You know, see how it goes. I'll give it a fair shake.
Shaky. All right, you TM. You say you're gonna pick it up because of the writer, right? Because of the artist.
Yeah, and I'll just say it here now. Like Eric and Bobby are going to be joining me for that one. And that's happening in July.
To end Marvel, because we haven't done a lot of DC news. To end Marvel, it's just a rumor, but you guys hear of the Black Panther 2 Namor casting? Anything about that? The Mexican actor, Tenets Herrera. I probably messed up his name, but
what has he done?
He's just done like nothing American. It's all Latin movies and soap operas. They call them novelas and stuff. I think that's what he did. I don't know if he talks a whole lot of Spanish, but I don't know if you have to talk great English. I mean, I don't know if you have to talk great English to be Namor, because he's Namor. But I'm pretty interested to see what it is. It was just a rumor. He was cast in it, but they don't know what he's gonna be. That was just a rumor. I thought I'd talk about it real quick. But if it happens, we'll see. You guys I guess you guys didn't hear much about this.
No, I saw like people posting the photo, and I just thought dude looks small. I don't know why, but for me, I always looked at Namor as more of a Asian character than Hispanic. I mean, just in terms of his looks and stuff. But I don't know. I can't really say a bad word about Marvel. Like everything they do has been good for the most part. Like I can't think of a character that is horribly miscast, you know, in the entire MCU. So it's kind of hard to be judgmental because they've been doing pretty good. So
yeah, the shows and everything now.
Yeah, like they only had the one screw up at the beginning with casting and then they had to recast, and that was like pretty much the beginning. Since then, I don't think they've recasted or done anything like that. So every cast decision's been great.
Well, and even before they got in Don Cheadle, when they had
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
What the hell's his name?
The guy it doesn't matter.
Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard was good. He was a damn good roadie. You know, if he'd have continued, I think he'd have been all right too. Like it just
station whack.
Just Don Cheadle did a good job too. Don Cheadle's a little less charismatic in that role than Terrence Howard. Like I'd really want to see what Rhodey would have been like with Terrence Howard still in that role, because Terrence Howard's
then he would just be like, you know what,
a lot more suave.
Like I created the Avengers, guys. I should be getting more, like all of your combined wages, like all of the Avengers wages. I want it because I made the Avengers. That's how Terrence Howard would like handle it.
Dank is Terrence Howard is a weirdo though. Like he's actually met him, but when you hear Terrence Howard talk, especially now, he's kind of strange, and I'm cool with strange. I'm cool with Teen Dog Shady type dudes, but he's just like, I'm rewriting the laws of existence. I mean, he's on some Kanye West ish right now, which is weird, man. Really weird.
Alright.
I was leaving the bathroom and he stares at me, nods as if I cared.
All right, so I guess we'll see as more news come in the future for that. I'm gonna move on, because move on to DC. There's a lot of DC comics. You know, remember those things, comics?
We're talking about DC comics.
Station Lee, welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah. How about a lot of these I actually got from Robbie's show, because the other ones I had written down, except for the pen.
You heard it here. We just steal from Robbie.
Yeah, we steal from Robbie.
Robbie ain't surprised. Robbie ain't surprised by that. It's like every episode, y'all got show and tell. Now Herm's got breaks in the middle of his show. You know, Manuel straight up has got Jelani and Mike on his next panel. What the hell? He knows.
We are the pop culture philosophers army, like the incredible PCP army as we are.
All right, now another 20 minutes just talking about the Bad Batch. Let's continue on.
All right, this is how it breaks down. The Bad Batch was created because of Robbie from Pop Culture.
You ready to do this or what?
Let's do this. Sorry,
I
Herm.
don't know, like if we run out of time, it should be your fault. You know what I mean? If you don't cover
Sorry,
things, it'll be all your fault. You know what I'm saying? But
he's giving us a score.
I want to see if you're interested because you like DC. You know what I mean? You always talk about Marvel, and I'm actually talking DC, and you're gonna kill the rest of the time on this. And now I'm talking too much and killing time. So you know. And Manny loves this. This is what he wants to see from us. So
all I do is wind him up.
Exactly. It's y'all the Sam and Bucky of the Bad Batch, bro. This is what we live for.
So yeah, of course DC has this Titans United comic coming in September. You guys heard of that? It has Red Hood, Nightwing, Starfire, Beast Boy, Superboy, Donna Troy, Raven. This is the from the TV show, the whole crew and all that. Has Kevin Scott as the writer. What do you think about this whole Titans United thing going on?
I'm picking it up.
Interested? You gonna pick it up?
Here's the deal. I'm excited for DC right now because I think they're doing some great storytelling. The problem is every book that Dick Grayson is in right now, he's a different character. Like just off the bat. Yeah, that is not the same.
You definitely got to understand that this is back in like whenever Donna Troy was like Wonder Girl and all that. Like this is the Teen Titans, like probably back. It's like a standalone book from DC, so it's not going to be the same continuity as like Dick Grayson in this or that.
I know. I'm just like I'm loving Dick Grayson right now. Like in the Nightwing title, I'm loving Jason Todd in just about everything he's in right now. And I don't know. I'm just concerned. I'm concerned that I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna have to finish buying it because that's how I am, and I'm not gonna enjoy it, and it's gonna color my opinion of the other runs that I'm really enjoying. So I'm nervous.
Just blame TM, man.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna hashtag blame TM.
You know, just go to Krakoa and just throw it in the face.
Guys, you need to be picking up all DC. I'm just saying it here, and you also need to be picking up like Shadecraft. You also need to be picking up Stray Dogs.
Let's keep going.
You need to pick up Marjorie Finnegan.
Round, man. The Aquaman, the Becoming, the Jackson High 6-issue miniseries. Brandon Thomas, Diego, I don't know how to say his art name, his last name. He's not entirely a new character. 2010, he was in the animated series, supposedly, and then they just changed his name. I could be wrong. And what do you think about that? Did you like any of the Aquaman stuff from Future State? Are you interested in this series, or?
I did not read Future State Aquaman at all. My daughter really likes Aquaman because she likes the trench, which is probably not the best reason to like Aquaman. Like you like the villain more than the character. But so I am not the right person to say whether or not I'm excited for an Aquaman book. I will probably not pick it up, but I will live vicariously through everyone else that does.
Just don't tell Robbie that. He's a
Yeah.
I'll tell Robbie whatever I want when he's not in the room.
TM, did you read any other Aquaman stuff?
No, that's the one. Like, I didn't pick up everything Future State, and that had like, because there's a lot of Future State you had to pick up, especially with like stuff that you were already picking up. So I had to decide which ones I was going to pick up, which ones I wasn't. So I did use Robbie's reviews, because not everybody, like, they weren't going like hotcakes. Like, I could wait a day, or like watch his review, then go and pick up my books. I don't have to pre-order them. So I just watch his review. He'd run down what they're about a little bit, and then I decided from there. And Aquaman just wasn't for me, my type of story. So I didn't pick it up either. I'm probably not going to pick up this either.
Yeah, I like mostly most of that. I like the daughter of Aquaman and Mira. I forgot her name already. I like more of her stuff more than him. So I want to see more of her. But I don't know. I might check it out. I'm not really an Aquaman fan like that. I enjoyed the movie, Jason Momoa. But yeah, I'm iffy. I might pick it up. You know, Phable might go on there saying, "You gotta pick it up." You know, but I didn't like enough of those issues to pick up this particular series. If I hear it's good, I'll pick it up. Hopefully, people don't go too crazy for it, and I can still go to the shop and pick it up. But I won't feel bad if I don't, because, like I said, I didn't grow up liking Aquaman. So we'll see what happens with that series. What I will be interested in is this Deathstroke and Joshua Williamson series with Howard Porter as the artist. He's gonna be joining an organization, you know what I mean, to take out the heavy hitters of the villains and all that. I'm in already.
Oh man, that's the name of it. It's just Deathstroke Inc. That's the title. Like that title alone is like, yeah, I'm in. Here's my money,
dude. Yeah, no, I like Deathstroke as a character. Most of my exposure to him is either from cartoons or live action television shows. So I guess I can't speak to his comic book persona, but I like the look. I mean, as far as Deadpool ripoffs go, I know it's the opposite way around, but
oh boy, you're getting a lot of hate mail with that one.
Well, they do have a lot of similarities, like Wade Wilson, Slade Wilson, like little nod.
Rob Liefeld ripped them off. What? No way.
What I love is like Liefeld's not even like shy about it. Like he'll just come right out and say it. Like, yeah, I ripped him off.
Yeah, he's a character, man. That guy's funny. All right. So we all in on Deathstroke then? We all in on it?
Yeah, I'm really picking that up.
Wait. That's an interesting story right there. Halloween special. Are you afraid of Darkseid? Did you hear about that? And are you getting it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Halloween special, I'm in. Manny, you have to be in. You're a Halloween guy like me. You know what I mean?
I'm in. No, I'm in.
And we all know it's not coming out until Halloween. So like save your money.
I mean, it's a Darkseid book.
Yeah.
And Halloween.
About Darkseid?
Yeah. And are you afraid of him? You know what I mean? So
nah, I'm not. I broke ass Thanos. I ain't scared of no Darkseid. No,
dude, it would make it even perfect. Is it DC or is it DC Black Label?
It's I didn't even see that. It might be a DC Black Label. It might.
That would be even better, because then you definitely get the horror vibe in it, even more so than just a DC book.
So yeah, I'm gonna get it. Halloween special. You know what I mean? I'm in. I got the Swamp Thing, and I never loved Swamp Thing, and it was a Halloween issue, and I ended up getting it. And now look at Ram V's exploding with the Swamp Thing. So I'm all in. You know, Manny's all in. Like by default. You know what I mean?
By default.
Yeah. No, like I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. I'm gonna see some article, because I really don't give a shit about I don't care about Darkseid at all. But
he came out of here.
We'll see.
I heard they changed the writer and they put Ram V in it. That's what I heard. Nah, just kidding.
No, all you need to do is like put away $1 a week until Halloween. Then you should have
Dude.
enough of the book.
No, if I was gonna get a Halloween special book and I wanted a horror book, I'd be more excited to see like a Victor Zsasz book from DC where it's
That
like a
would be
maniac
nice.
of New York,
Or
like Killer
Scarecrow.
Croc, or
Scarecrow would
even
be
Scarecrow.
perfect.
I mean,
Or
just so,
oh my god, freaking what's his name? Doctor or no.
If you're gonna cut him off, at least know what you're talking about, man.
I know.
no, he's talking about Hugo. He's talking about
Hugo
Strange.
Yes,
You
that
know?
would be an amazing one.
like an asylum book where they're trying to escape from Hugo Strange. Like I think those characters to me are scarier than Darkseid. Darkseid's gonna be like, I mean, the dude's like a freaking godlike character. Like he's not scary unless we have to kneel before him for some sort of existential dread. Like it's like being scared of like Superman. Like try to write a horror book around Superman. He just kills you, right? There's no tension there. There's no tension there. That's why like a Victor Zsasz or a Killer Croc, something that's more street level, I think that'd be a scarier book. You know, could you imagine trying to get away from Victor Zsasz in the middle of nowhere? You know, maybe he's hiding out in like an old abandoned house in like rural Texas, and somebody stumbles into the house and you know, he's going after them Leatherface style. Like that would be, to me, way scarier of a Halloween book than Darkseid.
Yeah.
All right. I can't argue with that. We're still getting it.
I'll buy it.
Oh, that good point. You're still getting it, right? Nah. Next you know, he's gonna come to New York and throw that book at me if you don't like it.
Blame her.
Blame her. All right, this is the last piece of news, real quick. I wasn't a big fan of it, but it has Phable in the name, so you know I had to say it. You know, Phable's return. So you got Batman versus Big B, whatever you go. So you know, a wolf in Gotham.
Yeah.
There you go. A Wolf in Gotham 6-issue series. Bill Willingham writing it, but that's not even the big news. The big news is after that he has Mark Buckingham coming in, and they're gonna continue the Fables issue 151. I guess it's a 150 issue series, and it ended, and now they're gonna come up and continue the series. It's not even a relaunch, nothing, just 151. What do you guys think of that? Did you guys read any of that stuff?
I did not.
I almost picked up a bunch of them today at a comic show because I had read that Fables was coming back. I played the Telltale video game, and that was pretty good. So I guess, I don't know, it'll be cool, I guess.
Yeah, I've never read Fables. I keep hearing about it throughout, especially ever since I came back to comics, and people really enjoyed it. But you know, I don't know. I wonder if Missing Link heard of him, because he knows a lot about that kind of stuff. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if you guys gonna pick it up. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up because I know nothing about it. But I just might.
I'm probably not.
Edition or something, you know.
Yeah, I'd probably like go back and read Fables before I picked up that. So
it's a big return. A lot of people who are fans of this are happy about it. So we'll see. But yeah, that's it for my news. You know, I finally got it all out. 2 minutes to spare, even though I'm trying to kill that for me. But real quick, you got the floor, man. You got anything coming for your channel?
No. Whiplash Wednesday. I've got toy collectors coming on. I've got Top of the Pops, Mike06, Jelani, TM Nerdy, Missing Link, Pop Culture Philosophers, Days Dungeon, everybody in that picture, including Hip Hops and me from Team Nerd Herd. It's gonna be a great show. There's way more people that are scheduled to appear than I have room on StreamYard, so it's gonna be a fun juggling act. But
so I'll pop in and out just so other people can get in, because like I really want to see Jelani and Mike show off their stuff, Phable show off his stuff, Missing Link. Of course, Crowd Prime is your co-host of that night, which is like the top pick ever.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited for the night. It's gonna be great. But that's just part of Whiplash Wednesday. Whiplash Wednesday has so much tremendous stuff going on. Everyone should be checking out Whiplash Wednesday.
Right there, all those people, all those shows, all in one night. You know what I mean? Me and TM already talked all about. We did all our promos earlier. Go check that out. Whiplash Wednesdays. We all check it out. You know, all these shows are amazing. Check us out. Check us on a rewind. Check out all those promotions. And I guess I have nothing else to do. Nothing else to say. It takes me forever to end these shows, but thank you, Manny, for coming in here, having a talk with us. TM, I always thank you, even though you're a jerk, but I still love you. You know what I mean? It's all in fun. And I guess till tomorrow, where we talk about the Spawn Compendium, and there you go, boom. And I can't freaking find the whole the thumbnail for it. You know, there you go. Issues 3841. Join us tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. We should have a ball like we always do. Spawn Compendium is gonna get its own show, so we could give it the respect it needs, because me and TM are loving it, and I hope you guys join us for that show. Guys. Until tomorrow, until Wednesday when we see tomorrow. There you go. See where I did that? See what I did? Peace out, everybody. Station. Go join Robbie. Rockin' Robbie Live tonight. He's coming up next. He's probably like, you guys are going too long. Come on.
He's waiting for us to end too.
He's already pissed. Come on, Herm.
It'll be the first. Be the first thing. First thing he says.
Just blame TM. TM. You know, I'm trying to do the rush thing, and then he just not rush, but try to get through the news, and here I go again.
I can never make him happy. He's just like, let's flow through this. Let's rush through it. Oh, maybe we should slow it down. Like it's not me, guys. It's him always changing me and confusing me. He's like, let it flow. Just be fun and all this thing.
It's always somebody else with him.
As you're sitting there blaming me. As you're sitting there blaming me. I see how it is.
All right, guys. Peace out and all of that. Until next time, guys. Station.